Yes, everyone, we are back. Now today, I'm going to be discussing reintroduced features. So features that have been reintroduced by EA Sports FC, whatever you want to call it, so of course they were in the game back in the day, taken out, and they've been reintroduced. Now I feel like this needs to be done because a lot of people these days just complain. Don't get me wrong, I understand they've got a long way to go with EA Sports. They've got a long way to go. But let's just be grateful once, let's take things to the positive side for once, So yeah, we're gonna be discussing features that were once in the game, they've been brought back and have actually, had a positive impact. So of course, if you do go on to like the video, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, etc. You know what to do. Let us begin. The first feature is the Youth Academy, Youth Squad. Now this one is interesting because it was actually originally introduced in FIFA 07 on the 6th generation of consoles, so the PS2, Xbox, etc. It was not actually on the Xbox 360 or PS3 version. So yeah, just bear that in mind. So it was actually only on FIFA 07 6th generation. So it was there, then for the Xbox 360 versions, PS3 versions, it was not there. So yeah, that was like, it causes confusion, but yeah, they first actually introduced the Youth Academy on the 7th generation of consoles on FIFA 12 onwards. So yeah, of course it's a key feature, it happens in real life, and yeah, it's just a key part of most career modes. You just want to have one there, regardless if you use it or not. Youth Academy, it's just there, so yeah, that's number one. Number two, this one a lot of people don't know, but the Starter Academy. So this one is the beginning academy. So on, again, FIFA 07, I know it's the trend in this video, but yeah, FIFA 07, you started off with an academy. It's the exact same. FIFA 21, you start off with like 3 players in your academy, just there already. Same FIFA 7, it's like 2 or 3. I think it can range. On FIFA 21, it depends on the youth focus of your objectives. If it's high, of course you'll have more. If it's low, you won't have that many. But yeah, this was also in FIFA 07. So yeah, and when reintroducing for 21, they actually introduced this as like a big feature. Not like a big feature, but like they made it seem more important than it actually was. But yeah. Next one we have is youth scouting. So this actually was introduced in FIFA 06 and it was there until FIFA 10. So just being able to scout for youth. Yeah, so you were able to send them to countries, nations. It originally started off as just regions or continents, then it went to actual countries, which is nice. And yeah, you were able to scout positions back in the day, which they introduced, but yeah, you were able to scout a bunch of things. But yeah, just youth scouting, very important, happens in real life, realistic. So they actually took this out for FIFA 11, that's another trend, and reintroduced it straight away back in FIFA 12. So it's kind of like random. Apparently they took a bunch of these things out for FIFA 11 because they wanted to strip the game down to the bare things that they saw as realistic and like necessities in real life. Don't know why they did that, but fair enough. Yeah, it got reintroduced in FIFA 12 and it's been there ever since. And the next thing we have is the whole financial side. So back in the day it was called the financial prediction. Now it's called the financial system, kind of whatever you want to call it. So this was again introduced FIFA 07, and they just show you a bunch of things. Ticket sales, you can control ticket prices, incomes, outgoings, all these random things, whatever. It was there in the financial prediction, and they just be able to forecast, you're going to become, bankrupt, all these things. Back in the day, you could actually go bankrupt, and there was a reason for you to be fired. So yeah, if your expenses are more than your income, you'd be in like negative. Yeah. But yeah, then of course this was reintroduced later for FIFA 17. So it was, the financial system thing where, they'd show shirt sales, the average ticket price, attendance and all that. It's still not as developed as we'd all want it to be. For example, they need to reintroduce selling ticket prices. Like, it'd be nice, and actually setting prices for all these things, it'd be nice to develop it, but at least it's there. So that's another one. Next one we have is detailed stats. Now this has actually been introduced in a different way as how it was before. Before it was very, very good. So again, FIFA 07. This is introduced in FIFA 07, and yes, it was called like seasonal performance stats. They had a few different names for it, but yeah, seasonal performance stats, and they'd show passes completed, shots completed across the whole season, attempted shots, attempted passes, attempted dribbles, all these like very in-depth stats that you want to see to really compare the nitty-gritty. They had this from FIFA 07 to FIFA 10. What a time. And then they took it out for years. Then they reintroduced it in FIFA 22. However, it wasn't for the season, it's just per match. So once the match is over, it's gone. So I just don't understand, we're way, 15 years later, this is introduced 15 years after FIFA 07. The technology advancements have just been, and you're telling me that you can't reintroduce it for the season. I don't understand why. It'd be really nice to have, just to see, who's the most efficient. who attempts the most dribbles, who completes the most dribbles, etc. Just to give you that extra, so you can really know who's on what. So yeah, but they reintroduced it in a way. So, we're going to put it in. The next thing they put in is another one where it's like not complete and nowhere near as good as it was before, but it's a season end pages. So from FIFA 07 to 10, of course, you would get these season end pages. So you'd see like, team of the season, player of the season, young player of the season, which is, wow, I used to love that one. It would show you who won the European Cup, as it was called back in the day, before the FIFA 19 European Champions League license. So you see who won the Champions League, Europa League, who got relegated, who got promoted, just nice succinct pages. And it wasn't there for years. Like, you'd have to actually go into menus to see who got promoted, who got relegated, who won this, who won that. Like, it's just nice to see in one nice page who was on what. So in FIFA 23, they introduced it as just one page, but it's just for you. So you'd only see, where you came, how you fared in trophies, etc. But it's nice to see at least its progress. But, would like to see them put it all in pages again. Team of the season, team of the year, etc. It's so easy to miss. The amount of times across the years I've missed team of the season, team of the tournament, as they call it, or team of the competition, and all these things. It's so frustrating. So they really do need to either send you a notification, send you an email, or just make it significant. But yeah. Another one we have is the pre-match scout reports. Yes, finally introduced 24. So these were actually originally introduced in FIFA 09. Then they developed them in FIFA 10, added a few things. And then from 11 to 20, it was like the lineup and then injuries and suspensions and all that. And, recent form. And then it was there from FIFA 11 to 20 and then they took it out. And then you had for 21 probable lineup, which was nice, but it didn't really give you much. Like, at least before you could see, recent fixtures, etc., who was injured and who wasn't. After 20, you couldn't. Like, there was a point where they even, so if you simmed, it was different to playing the match in terms of what you saw, which is also very frustrating and random. But, at least 24 they brought it back, and it pretty much is exactly the same as you can see. Recent form, best players, best defensive player, best attacking player, like, yeah, cool. Another thing, me, I love my awards and all this honors. I've got videos on it. Player of the season. Yes, I was delighted that they brought it back. They needed to. They really did. So again, it's introduced FIFA 07 to FIFA 10, of course. Then he took it out. Then he reintroduced this one, FIFA 13. I feel like this one kind of went under the radar. They didn't announce it. A lot of these features weren't really announced. They kind of just put them in. I feel like EA Sports should really big a lot of these up. Like, it would add to a lot of the hype because they big up these random ones that no one really cares about or no one really hypes, and then they introduce these under the radar ones that really do help as as people say, quality of life updates, player of the season, that's important. So yeah, FIFA 13 onwards this was introduced, and yeah, it was nice. Ever since then they developed it to the player of the year. FIFA 18, well, that's actually separate. You still got player of the season and player of the year / Ballon d'Or, and now FT24 they did the official Ballon d'Or, and they reintroduced Golden Boy or Copper Trophy or Young Player of the Season or Young Player of the Year. They still need to bring back Young Player of the Season, but it's good progress. Yeah. And then the last one we have is a visual sim. So originally this was introduced in FIFA 06. Then they developed it for FIFA 07, so you were able to, see, the written words, etc., and you were able to jump in. So they developed it from FIFA 06 to 7, so, good development, visual sim, whatever. And then it was taken out after 07. So it was there for 2 years, taken out for 14 years. Then they reintroduced it in FIFA 21. It's been there ever since. So yeah, those are just some nice reintroduced features that, were there before. Some of you, especially some of you youngsters probably wouldn't know this. Some of these features were in the game back in the day and then they were reintroduced. Now there are some more of these and we will do this. And, feel free to like, comment, etc. You know what to do. But yeah, I'm Daily and thank you.